the Netherlands women cricket team captain, Babette de Leede.
Yeah, the main denominator is that we love cricket so much that we sacrifice a lot and we want to be there because, yeah, as I said, it's not professional for women. You know, they give a little bit more attention to associate players as well. Well, I think the Australian and Indian women's teams are just on another level. Especially in the Netherlands, people don't really know cricket. They don't know it exists. They don't know the rules.
Is there any better from women's cricket or men's cricket that you love watching when it comes to, cover drive
Laura
or post?
Wolvaart from South
Oh,
Africa.
okay.
We can see that the gap is actually not that big. We could make it to the top if I keep work hard. And yeah, I really like Harmanpreet, of course, India's captain. I think her batting is really, really good.
WPL or WPBL?
I would say India, the Women's Premier League. I think in
Okay.
India the cricket is a religion, so I would say.
Hello everyone, welcome to Cricket Time. Today we have a very special guest with us, the Netherlands women cricket team captain, Babette de Leede, as a dynamic wicketkeeper batter, and of course the captain of the team. Babette has played a pivotal role when it comes to shaping the future of Dutch cricket. So before any further ado, let's welcome Babette on our show. Hi Babette, welcome to Cricket Time. It's an honor to have you.
Hi, thank you very much. I'm honored to be here.
All right, so now beginning our chat. So tell us more about your journey, how it all began for you.
Well, I started playing cricket obviously because of my family. I come from a big cricketing family, so my uncle plays for the Dutch national team. His son, so my cousin, plays for the Dutch national team.
Yeah.
My brother also plays cricket. My dad used to play cricket. Even my mum plays cricket. So,
Okay.
yeah, there was no choice for me but to play cricket. I also played hockey for a very long time. But when I started university, I had to choose between cricket and hockey because of time, and I chose cricket.
All right. So that was the reason because you, of course, belong to a rich cricketing culture, cricketing family that you have, as you just mentioned. Of course, your cousin brother Bas de Leede happens to be the star of the Netherlands men's team. So, was there any sort of confusion as you just said that you started hockey as well? So, what was like the decision when you had to choose one career, the cricketer or a hockey player?
Well, in hockey is very big in the Netherlands, and cricket is very small. So
Yeah,
when I was, I think, 14 or something, um I had to quit the A teams in hockey because they wanted me to only play hockey, and I wanted to play as many sports as possible. So I played cricket. When I was very young, I also played tennis for a little bit. I love playing sports, and hockey limited um, me to play as many sports as I wanted. So when I was, I think, 14, I quit the A team in hockey so that I could still play cricket and hockey. And then when I was 18, I was like, okay, hockey is not gonna take me anywhere. I just play it for fun. And
okay.
cricket hopefully will, and it did.
Well, you have been phenomenal so far in your journey of cricket. So, tell us more about who was your idol while growing up? Was there any role model?
Yeah, well, obviously as a wicketkeeper, Sarah Taylor from England. I think she's been the best keeper ever. So when I was, yeah, I think really starting to get into cricket because I made my national debut when I was 14. I think she was
Yeah.
keeping for England at the time, and I just loved watching her keep. And betting wise, I think Meg Lanning is one of the best in the world still. So I love watching her play.
I must say you have great choices. Both of them were the legends, have been the legends, in fact. Uh, so tell us, like, What was the most memorable moment so far in your career?
I think on the field it was we were playing Ireland with the Dutch national team in a T20 back in 2021, and we had never won a T20I from Ireland before.
Yeah,
And that game we won. I scored, I think, 62 not out from 35 balls. So we won our first T20I against Ireland, and I played a big part in it. So I think that was one of my highlights. And also when I took 5 stumpings in FairBreak and broke a
yeah.
world record, that was also pretty special.
So, did you receive any compliment from your uncle Tim or your brother?
Yeah. I think Tim is always watching, and also my family, like my brother, my parents, they're always watching my games. When I bet, they don't move seats and they
Oh,
don't go to the toilet because they're a bit superstitious.
yeah, that's a pretty famous superstition in cricket.
Yeah, I don't believe it, but if they don't want to move, then I'm fine.
So, was Tim also your coach, like first coach?
Yeah, he still is actually. So when I was young, I think maybe from I don't know, maybe from 10, when I was 10, or me and my brother used to train with Tim. We used to go to, because in the Netherlands it's like mostly raining, like maybe let's say for 8 months of the year. So the summer season is very short. So in the winter season, we used to go to an indoor facility and train with Tim. And to be fair, I still do. I have training with him tomorrow. So
Yeah,
he's a big part of my um, let's say my cricket journey, and still is.
yeah. So, you recently played for Team Europe, in Rome. A tournament just happened, and your team won. You played an exceptional role in that. You were the MVP of the tournament. What was that experience?
I think it was great. I think it was very unique to play with so many people from different countries in the same team. So we didn't really know each other beforehand. But we had, a very good team dynamic. We played well. We beat the British team. So I think it
Yeah,
was a very great experience. Also, from ECN, the organizers, they organized the tournament very well. We played 90 tens in one weekend, so it was very quick and a lot, but we had a lot of fun, and we played good cricket.
yeah. I believe your team won like 7 matches or so, something.
Yeah. And to be fair, I did not expect that when we started, but I think we just played better cricket and we won 7-2. So it was really good from our team.
Yeah, that sounds really good. You are a captain now, so captaincy, comes with a lot of responsibility. So, as a captain, how do you manage different personalities in a team?
That's a good question, and it's also a very interesting one because I feel like in every team you have a lot of different personalities. Um, but I think as long as everyone has the same goal for the
Yeah,
team, the same like reason why we play, because in the Netherlands, cricket is unfortunately not professional, so not yet. Hopefully it will change soon, but I feel like in the Netherlands people make a lot of sacrifices to play cricket. So I think that is a big denominator for everyone, and it drives us to achieve what we have achieved in the past few years. So I think different personalities, it doesn't have to be a problem. It can be a good thing actually, because people look at things from different perspectives. And the main denominator is that we love cricket so much that we sacrifice a lot, and we want to we want to be there because, as I said, it's not professional for women.
yeah,
So I think, if that answers your question.
yeah, definitely. So, there have been so many T20 leagues going around the world. how do you see the future of cricket? Especially with the rise of T20 leagues, like every country is now organizing their own T20 tournaments. How do you see the future of cricket then?
Yeah, I think it's very bright, especially women's cricket is really emerging, I feel. It used to not really be on television, or it used to not, people didn't really speak about women's cricket as much. But now I feel like it's getting more attention, it's getting more professional. The level is getting better and better every year. And obviously with the Women's Premier League in India and the Women's Big Bash and the 100, hopefully in South Africa they have the SA20 for women, for ladies soon. So yeah, I think it's a very exciting future. I just hope, they give a little bit more attention to associate players as well.
Yeah, I guess they will because players like you have been performing really well, and I guess you guys are really grabbing all the attention. So I really hope that. Moving on to our next question. Cricket is going to be part of the next Olympics. So how do you see that?
I think it's a great thing. Especially in the Netherlands, people don't really know cricket. They don't know it exists. They don't know the rules. So I think
Yeah,
for countries like the Netherlands, it's going to be huge to actually get awareness about cricket. So I think it can only be a good thing. And I'm very excited to see cricket at the Olympics. Hopefully we can qualify, but I'm not sure how many countries will make it. But yeah, it would be. I think it's a great step towards the awareness of cricket.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got that, and I wish you all the best as well. If
Thank you.
there is a qualification. So, you happen to be a top order batter. So, which is your like favorite shot to go?
I love a good cover drive, and I also love the pull shot.
All right. So, is there any batter from women's cricket or men's cricket that you love watching when it comes to, cover drive
Laura
or pull shot?
Wolvaart from South
Oh,
Africa.
okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she has a tremendous cover drive. I've seen her so
Yeah.
many times. Yeah. So, you have played quite a bit of cricket now. If I may ask you to pick your best inning so far for the Netherlands.
That would be the one against Ireland, I think, because it was a
Yeah.
match-winning innings with a really good strike rate, and we won the game. So that must be my best batting innings so far.
Okay. You have, I think, traveled quite a lot when it comes to playing cricket. So, which are your favorite grounds?
Um, well, I've also played cricket in South Africa for Western Province. So our
Yeah.
home ground is Newlands. So I
Okay.
think that's my favorite ground because it's a beautiful ground. It's a test ground. It has an amazing view of Table Mountain, and it's
Yeah.
in my favorite city of the world, Cape Town. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, no doubt. I mean, Cape Town is it's a beautiful ground, and it gives so much like positive vibe when you enter the field.
yeah, yeah, it's very special to play there.
All right. Moving on. So, you recently participated, not recently, you participated in an event like FairBreak Invitational Tournament, and you played with like so many familiar figures like Shamaria Tapatu and Deandra Dottin and so. How was that experience?
Yeah, I think that is really, really good for women's cricket, especially for associate cricket, because we get to play with the best in the world. We can see that the gap is actually not that big. We could make it to the top if I keep work hard um, and also the things they share about cricket and their cricket journey, and also their insights on associate cricket because they don't know associate cricket because they never play associate
Yeah.
team. So I think that is a great initiative, and yeah, I hope it will happen again very soon because I feel like that is obviously the level of cricket is amazing, and it's televised and everything. So yeah, I hope that will happen again soon.
All right, and we also hope so. If you have to pick like few other teams apart from Netherlands, so which are your favorite teams?
What do you mean? In the
No, apart from Netherlands, apart from your own team, which are your other favorite teams?
Well, I think the Australian and Indian women's teams are just on another level. Because I think they really, and also England, I think in the next few years will be at their level probably. But at the moment, Australia and India are, well, watching them play is, yeah, I think it's unbelievable how good they all are and how they read the game and how they go about their cricket.
If I may ask you another question related to that, are there any favorite cricketers from the Indian team or the Australian team that you would like to follow?
Um, yeah, I really like, well, Harmanpreet, of course, India's captain. I think her batting is really, really good. Um, and also like Alisa Healy, obviously as a wicket keeper, opening better. So yeah, I do look up to them, and um, yeah, I really like them play.
Right. Moving on to another question. Who happens to be like the fun character in your team?
There are many actually. We have a lot of clowns in our team.
If you
um,
can name a few.
Hannah Landheer, our opening bowler, she's always fun, always in for a joke. Ster Kalis, she's always in for a joke. Yeah, actually, we have a very fun team, so I could name everyone really.
All right. Okay. If I may ask you about, like three favorite women cricketers of all time, if you have to pick.
Well, Sarah Taylor, Meg Lanning, and the third would probably be Laura Wolvaert.
All right. A similar question related to men's cricket. I mean, if you want to answer like three favorite men's cricketer.
Jules Butler, because he's a keeper better, and a very good one.
Yeah.
Um, I think Spencer Johnson from Australia, unbelievable player at the moment. And the last one would be my cousin, Bas.
Yeah. Really nice choice, I must say. Okay. Speaking about Bas, do you guys share any cricketing tip or share any chats when you meet?
No, actually, we don't talk about cricket at all. When we're together with like our family and stuff, I think it's nice for both of us to not talk about cricket because I think everywhere we go, we talk
Yeah.
about cricket. So he's staying in England. Well, moving to South Africa to play professionally there. So I think our whole life is cricket, and it's nice not to talk about cricket sometimes.
All right. All right. So you are a top order batter. Of course, you get to face so many bowlers. Is there any bowler you think, okay, this bowler happens to be quite challenging?
Well, in FairBreak, I played with Shabnam Ismail, so luckily
Yeah.
I didn't have to face her in the actual games. But I feel like she would be my biggest fear because she's so good. She can shape the ball away in. She nips it back. Like
Yeah.
she's really good.
Yeah. She's a top quality bowler. There's no doubt about that. Okay. Moving on, like you're a wicket keeper. If you can like name three your favorite all-time wicket keepers, irrespective of whether they are women cricketers or men's cricketers, just three.
Sarah Taylor, Josh Butler, and I would say Amy Jones. I think her keeping is also really, really good.
Yeah, really nice choices. All right, because you have see Netherlands has a huge history of hockey, right? As you mentioned as well that cricket is not that popular, and you have also played hockey. So, is there any rule from hockey you like to see in cricket?
Um, well, I think it helps, with hitting a ball. I think you get that from hockey quite a bit for your pull
Yeah,
shot, especially. Um, but I think the rules are too different to
yeah.
apply to cricket.
Okay. Apart from wicket keeping, what is the other fielding position that you like?
I never field. But if I have to choose, it will probably be extra cover or mid wicket because as a keeper, I'm always busy. I'm always in the game,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
feel like in the field, I get bored very quickly. So I need a lot of balls to come to me, otherwise I get bored.
yeah. So, you're a captain, and captain has again, so many responsibilities. So, what do you think, like the most challenging aspect of captaincy?
I think it's the constant. You have to switch on constantly, especially as a wicket keeper. I'm doing the angles. I'm also deciding who's bowling next, who is fielding
Yeah,
where. So there's no time to switch off for me in the field, and then I have to open the batting, which is also quite challenging, like also mentally. So I think that's the biggest struggle for me at the moment, also because I haven't been captain that long. So I have to figure out a way how to go about that.
okay. Um, there is a big event that is going to take place in October. That is Women's T20 World Cup. You guys played qualifiers. Sorry, you could not qualify. Scotland and Sri Lanka did. What were the learning experiences from that tournament?
I think it's great to play at that level. So it's all maybe apart from Sri Lanka, all the teams were quite similar in strength.
Yeah,
So, for example, we did beat Scotland the year before only. So, um, yeah, I think that is really good also for our um, experience to play teams that are in the same ranking as ours, and also to play in Abu Dhabi in a stadium under the lights. We had never played under the lights before, so things like that
okay.
are great experiences for us, and I hope in the next qualifier we can make it to the World Cup.
I wish you all the best. If you have to pick, like, if I ask you about the predictions regarding T20 World Cup, and if I may ask you about the four semi-finalists that you think these are the four teams that could qualify for the semi-final in the T20 World Cup.
I think it will definitely be India, Australia, England, and the fourth one will be South Africa, hopefully.
Okay. Who do you think can be the player of the tournament in the upcoming mega event?
Ooh, um, that's a tough question. I think a lot of players are in form. Mm, I think it. I think India or Australia will win the World Cup, so it has to be from one of their teams. I would say my guess would be Harmanpreet.
All right. So you said India, Australia could win the World Cup. If I ask you about one team that you think, right, they'll be, lifting the cup this time.
I would say Australia.
All right. Uh, another question related to T20 World Cup. If you can name like three players to watch out for,
In the World Cup.
yeah, in the World Cup.
Um, I think I hope I mean I'm from an associate country, so I hope Scotland will do well. I think
Yeah,
Catherine Bryce is their main player, bowling and batting, so I hope she will do well. And I think Hayley Matthews is just always scoring runs, so I think she will do well. And
yeah.
then um, yeah, I think Harmanpreet has to do well to become the player of the tournament.
Yeah. Okay. If not a cricketer, what would you have pursued as a career?
I studied econometrics. It's like maths and statistics and economics combined. And I finished my master degree in May, so I would have probably had a 9 to 5 office job.
Or you could turn out to be a professor as well.
No. I think I
Okay.
studied enough.
All right. All right. Okay. Who are the like coming, aspiring cricketers from your team? Like, who are those? Like, people do not know about them. They don't play so much matches. Like, they're really young, and you think they have a bright future.
I think Faber Molkenboer, she opened the betting now in our ODIs because Sterkalis wasn't here, and she did really well. I think she's 19 or 20 now, so she's gonna be really good. Then we have Meerte van der Raad. She
Yeah.
is 18. She's 18 now. She's also very good. She's gonna be a really good bowling all rounder. And I think Iris Willing, she does play all the games for us, but she's still under 23. So I think she has a very bright future. She has a great work ethic and a lot of talent.
All right. Moving on to another question. I hope it finds you a little interest. If I ask you about making a dream 11 team, like, dream team of 11 players, who would you go for?
Ooh. um, I would say opening the betting would be Laura Wolvaert. I would open in my own team.
Yeah.
And then Harmanpreet, Heather Knight would be in there, Nat Siver.
Yeah.
Then bowlers, I would definitely have Sophie Eccleston. And I would have Deepti Sharma. I think she's a great player. Then fast bowlers, I would have Darcy Brown from Australia. And Ash Gardner, also
Yeah.
spinning, but she's also a great all-rounder.
You could go with Shabnim as well, since it's a dream team.
Yeah, it would be I would probably pick all the Australian fast bowlers, to be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
pick
a
all.
great choice. All right. Moving on to the next segment of our conversation, I'm going to be asking you like the rapid fire round. All right. So I'm going to be giving you two choices, and you have to pick one. All right. So are you ready?
Yeah,
Okay. So this or that, tea or coffee.
tea,
All right. Beaches or mountains.
mountain,
All right. Dogs or cats.
dogs,
Okay. Singing or dancing.
dancing,
Okay. Texting you enjoy or calling.
calling,
Okay. Books or movies.
books,
Okay. Sunrise or sunset.
sunset,
Okay. Cooking at home or dining out.
dining out,
All right. T20Is or ODIs.
ODIs.
Okay. What do you like facing? Spin bowling or fast bowling.
With the new ball, I prefer pace, but in the middle overs, I prefer facing spin.
All right, final question of our segment. WPL or WPBL?
I would say India, the Women's Premier League. I think in
Okay.
India, the cricket is a religion, so I would say WPL.
All right. So that was a fun segment. Thank you so much for being so sporty, and thank you for giving us the interview. It was a pleasure to have you. Any final words you want to say to your fans?
Thank you very much for having me, and yeah, I hope to meet you in person one day.
Yeah, I hope so.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.